Well, Johnny Carson's one of my favorites. If someone compared me to Johnny Carson, I think that's great.
Yeah.
But then they'd say, well, you got to be funny to be compared. So, but they would never do that.
No. Well, you're both from Nebraska.
We are.
That might end it. Ben Roy has got some popcorn. Been compared to some of comedy's biggest names, past and present. We're fortunate to see him about once a year here in Omaha.
Yeah, and he's got his Cajun cheddar. He's the funny bone this weekend. What's up, Ben?
This is amazing. Did you have this? Did you? It's so good. We want
It's
more?
delicious. No, I want you to eat.
This is the first time you've had
Can you
this, though,
take
right?
it down?
You like it?
No, I think I can put
In
this
6
whole
minutes?
thing down in 6 minutes. And I mean,
still
I don't
talk?
think that's a healthy thing to do, but, and I was telling you both, I am so happy that this couch is dry from TJ Miller because I was really concerned. That's why I wore black. I didn't want water stain to show up because I figured this, is this the same couch?
It is.
Did you have it steam cleaned or anything?
No, it's still the fungus is probably growing.
Oh,
Any mold from
God.
water. You and TJ are buddies, both Denver-based guys right now. In the comedy world, are you all friends for the most part? Because you've got these leagues and groups, and it seems like a fairly friendly circle.
Well, somebody like TJ, who's like, you know, on HBO and he has movies and stuff, we see him less often, but he comes back and does our show. He's very like easygoing guy as you met him. So yeah, we're definitely friends. There's a big history of comedy in Denver because the club is amazing. And so, you know, there's been Josh Blue, who I think you've had.
He comes in there,
A good friend of mine. We actually hang out pretty regularly. And
But
Which club are you talking about? Is that the one where Ralphie May, he left a little bit early?
Yeah, Comedy Works.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, anything crazy that's happened has probably happened. I mean, everybody's performed.
How did you end up there from Maine? Because a lot of guys are going to LA or New York, but you chose Denver. Because
it's amazing.
It's addictive.
This is made here.
Yeah.
It is, yeah.
Man. Kudos to you, Oma. I'm not trying to. I'm not getting paid for this.
You have
this
no-
is pro bono.
no interest.
No, I have
Pro
no
bono.
invested interest in this company. This popcorn is amazing. Have you
going.
tried this?
Colleen, you can
Yeah,
come
you
over
gotta
and
get
grab you a
some.
handful.
You want a handful?
Why Denver and not one of the coasts?
Well, because Los Angeles is terrible. Have you been there?
I have. It stresses me out.
It's awful. Every so often the ground shakes and tries to kill everybody that lives there. So I don't go there, only to work. But no, a buddy of mine moved to Boulder. And have you ever been to Boulder? It's beautiful.
Yeah, it's great.
It's a beautiful town. And I was playing in a band, and I was like, well, I've got $80 in a Geostorm. Remember Geostorm? The Geostorm, the little hatchback. So we piled into it, and we drove across with $80. And I was virtually homeless for a little while. I mean, not really. My parents had money and stuff. I could have come home, but I just like couch surfed and then kind of worked my way out.
You had the Storm, though.
Yeah, the Storm.
The Storm.
Was a pretty sweet car. Do you remember that?
Yeah.
I do remember the Storm.
We had a Geo Prism back in the day. I mean, they were siblings, you know.
You had a Geo Prism?
Yeah.
You don't look like a prism. You look like a tracker. Like a
tracker,
like
yes.
the tracker.
The tracker. I had a buddy in high school that had a tracker.
With the little like lightning bolt down the side.
Yeah,
I
on
just
the back.
picture you.
They were teal. They had a lot of like
Yeah.
straight colors.
Why did Geo fold as a company? I tell you, if they had a business model like this popcorn,
They'd still be around.
I'm almost look at
How much you
of
got? How
percent
much
I
did you
put
get
in.
down?
He's
That's a
got
6-ounce bag. How are we
about
doing
half
that?
of it's
Yeah,
gone.
you've got about
Got
3.5
work
ounces
left
to go
do,
there.
Ben.
I'm gonna be bound up by the end of this, but I tell you what, I'm excited. Oh, now look at my hand.
Yeah.
If you don't believe this
Look
is
alive.
all real, no joke on TV, but
We'll need to get you some clean wipes or something.
no,
on your way
we've
out,
already talked. This couch does not get clean.
just to wipe it down.
We went, so I moved out there
Yeah.
to play in bands, and that's what I still do. But it was random. My wife, I went back home, met my wife, had a complete Goodwill Hunting type moment, you know, where I'm like, I can't come back to Colorado. I met a girl, and I got to stay and see about this. And so I stayed for 6 months because of my wife, and then we moved back out. And then she got a job at the Comedy Works in Denver. She wanted to take a job at a comedy
So
club.
you're doing comedy, and are you still playing music?
Yeah.
I am.
How do you
I
balance this?
I'm always riding on the line of divorce, which helps. You know, my wife is always very close to leaving me. And then I'm
It's the same
maintaining a
story for
healthy
all my-
physique by strong diet, huge healthy eating habit, No, I'm playing South by Southwest this year.
Oh,
That's
I
a
got
big festival, yeah.
Yeah, I got invited as both a comedian, I'm an official invite, and as a
musician?
Wow.
musician.
That's
No,
great,
no.
Ben.
Oh, well, that's very nice
We
of
have
you.
napkins and water.
No, no,
Need
no.
some.
But
Just
it's
in
morning
case.
blend water.
But I feel like this is a man versus food moment, and that's a crutch, and I can't do that. You have given me an objective, and I will finish all
You've
this
seen all those
popcorn.
competitive eaters. They wash it down with water. They're eating.
Only
washing
the
bacon
Asian
down.
ones do, because they're so small. You know what I mean? Like, and not the big hefty American ones who eat lots of hot dogs.
My candidate off the top about being compared to
Well,
like
there's
a
guys
comedy icon, and there's this list: Sam Kinison, Lewis Black. These guys. Do you put any stock in those comparisons, or not? You just let it go.
Those comparisons never take into account relevance and time that these guys did it. You can say it just because of cadence and tone, but those guys were doing it when it was edgy to do it, and it was more dangerous to do it at that time. You know, a lot of people weren't as open about a lot of things that those guys were talking about. So I like it, but I think it speaks more to my tone. I tend to be a little louder and a little more aggressive.
Well, his
even though
website is-
I'm very relaxed right now.
You are BenRoyYellsALot.com. Is his website.
Open your mouth. Let's see if we can get
Come
one.
here, Jake.
You ready?
Jake,
can do it. You can
come
do
into
it.
the frame.
Jake, we
Come into
can't
the
see
frame.
you. Now we just see.
Here we go. Here we
Come
go.
into the frame.
You ready?
Like, don't.
Here we go. Up, up, up. Oh!
He almost took a spill.
Nice
You did
try,
almost
Jake.
fall, but
We appreciate you.
They brought you water and napkin. They should have brought you some dental floss. You might
no,
need some
this would be tough. I don't floss either. With the no, I'm just
Do
kidding.
you yell a lot during your show still, or have you mellowed some? Do you think?
I don't think it's yelling. I use the thing because somebody said Ben Roy yells a lot, but I'm more just passionate about the things that I talk about, as I'm sure you guys are. You
Just
know,
rant a little
But
bit.
what do you mean by
but-
yelling? I mean, how loud do you get? Can you,
I just
Decibel.
I'm from New England, so I talk at a New England 5.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
which is a
Midwest
Nebraska
10.
10?
Yeah, it's a Midwest 10. Because people from New England are awful. Did you know? Oh, what?
Are they just loud, or are they rude? Or what do you consider it?
A little again. A little bit of both guys. Tonight, 7:30.
The look on your face right now. Oh, Ben
I'll be
Roy.
on at 9:45 too.
Yep. You are such a delight.
Tonight and
FunnyBoneOmaha.com
tomorrow.
to get your tickets, or you can call to get them. We only get about one chance a year to see Ben, and we always appreciate
you
it when
gonna
you
be
swing by.
This
Just
was too
moderate
much.
indigestion.
This is not a base for a day.
I think you got 4 ounces down.
I got halfway through that bag.
He's pretty good. Where are we going for lunch?
Thanks, Ben.
No point.
Ben,
We gotta go.
Ben, we gotta go. You can excuse yourself if you need to.
In our picture of the day, a background that's probably frozen over today, Mike.
Yeah, we're also looking forward to Monday's show, which includes actor Hill Harper, why he wants to teach middle school kids about money. Somebody get him a stretcher.